Alright, this is Vegeta8259, and every once in a while I just feel like making a video that has absolutely nothing to do with Gundam or modeling, and this is one of those videos. So, I figured today I would turn to one of my other hobbies, video games, and just make a list of some of my favorite games, and at the same time ask you guys what are your I guess I've got 10 games here, so I guess the question I would ask would be, what would be your top 10 favorite games? Um, you know, video responses are always nice, but of course text comments are welcome as well. So, this has the potential to go on for like 5 hours, so I'm going to try and keep this as short as I possibly can. Now, before I start, I will mention that these aren't in any particular order, because honestly, I don't think I could put them in order as far as, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. Because some of them are just such good games that they stand almost equally with each other, in my opinion anyway, and it would just be really, really hard for me to put them in a ranking. So these aren't in any particular order of my favorite. So, that being the case, I guess I'll just pull some out at random. I am an avid old school gamer. In fact, most of my consoles I have are from the 90s. So the first game I'm bringing out is Ristar. And this is a game for the Sega Genesis. Obviously, you can see Genesis there. This game is absolutely amazing. In my opinion, this game has the best, maybe not the best graphics, but it definitely, in my opinion, has the best music on the Sega Genesis. This game is absolutely amazing. But actually, it's a remake of a precursor to Sonic the Hedgehog, if that makes sense. The original concept of Sonic the Hedgehog was that he was going to be a rabbit that had stretchy ears that stretched out and grabbed stuff. That didn't work out, so he became a blue hedgehog, had his successful franchise, and then later, about the time the Genesis started winding down and the Saturn started coming out, Sega released Ristar, and this is an absolutely amazing game. And you can get it on just about any of the Sega Genesis compilation discs for, PS2, PS3, PSP. I think it's probably on GameCube as well. In fact, I know it is. And then it's also on the Wii Virtual Console. It might be on Xbox also, I don't know. But anyway, if you haven't played this, it is very, very fun. Next up is kind of not really my favorite. Well, it is my favorite. One of my favorite franchises, I think would be the easiest way to say it, is Megaman. And I think my favorite game from the Mega Man franchise is going to have to be Megaman Zero. And this is for the Game Boy Advance, and in my opinion, this is the most well-made Mega Man game that Capcom has released. I mean, it is indescribably awesome. And the sequels are also good. It doesn't suffer from the common ailment of sequels being really, really bad compared to the original. Mega Man Zero 2 and 3 are just about almost as good as the first one. 4 was kind of iffy, but yeah, just 1, 2, and 3 are absolutely amazing. Don't really get into the ZX games. They're kind of questionable quality in my opinion, but I have played this game for hours on end. And also a kind of a second runner-up would be Mega Man and Bass. And also, I should have brought Mega Man 8 now that I'm thinking about it. I also really like the classic Mega Man universe. And Mega Man and Bass, also for Game Boy Advance, and also for Super Nintendo over in Japan, didn't get released here. Really, really good stuff. As well as Mega Man 8. So, but overall, I think Zero is going to have to be my favorite from Mega Man. Let's see, what next? Here we go. For the PlayStation, the PS1, we have a game called Einhander. And it's in German, means one-handed, because all of the little fighter jet robot things all have a single hand on the bottom that they use to carry gun pods. This is the best shooter I've ever played in my life. I absolutely love this game. It's made by Squaresoft, who is now Square Enix, of course. Same people that make all the Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts games. This thing is amazing. It's got... The graphics are incredible for a PS1 game. I mean, these are almost PS2 quality graphics on a PS1 game. And it was made pretty early on in the, as far as the PS1's lifespan is concerned. And just really, really nice, high quality shooter and fun. Once you start playing it, it's hard and it's frustrating, but once you start playing it, you will not be able to put it down, I guarantee you. Let's see, moving on. Similar to what I just did with Mega Man, this is more of my favorite franchise. I do like Mario games, and I think my favorite game is gonna have to be Mario Galaxy. Mario 3 and Mario 64 and Mario Galaxy are all really, really close, like really close for me, but I think Mario Galaxy is gonna edge the other two just slightly. This is just an amazing game. When I first played it, when it first came out, I was just blown away by how awesome this game is. The graphics are nice, the game mechanics are nice, the music is awesome, and it's just mind-blowing. I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm being too enthusiastic about all these games, because each one I talk about I'm saying, oh my god, it's amazing. But then again, this is my top 10 favorite video games, so anyway, yeah, really nice stuff. If you haven't played this, definitely give it a try. Some people say that Mario Galaxy 2 is even better than this one. I have Mario Galaxy 2, but I haven't beaten it. This one is worth every penny you pay for it, though. Definitely recommended. Moving on to something that might be, I don't know, kind of questionable. Pokemon. Yes, I play Pokemon, and anyone that says Pokemon is a kid's game has self-confidence and masculinity issues. Because Pokemon is... Oops. When I'm not dropping it, Pokemon is a very solid RPG series and very, very fun. I don't care how old you are, if you're 9 years old or 90, these are good games. And my favorite is going to have to be Sapphire. Just because I remember the summer that Ruby and Sapphire came out was the same summer the Game Boy Advance SP came out, and I got Sapphire and an SP, and I played this game all summer long, and it was just absolutely amazing. And I played Blue. This is the original copy of Blue that I got back in, when did it come out, 1996, 97? And I've played all the mainstream Pokemon games. I don't really bother with the little side spin-off games very much, but all of these I played. I played Blue, I played Gold, I got Sapphire, I got Diamond, and while I think I can safely say that each new mainstream Pokemon game is better than the last, because while I do think that Diamond and Pearl is better than Ruby and Sapphire, this one just holds a special place for me just because I remember that summer playing this game and it was just so amazing. And I think Sapphire is going to be my favorite for quite a while. Alright, this next game, unfortunately I don't have the case to, I only have the cartridge. Streets of Rage 2, and I have one here as well. These are for the Sega Genesis. And these are, while maybe not the best beat-em-up games ever made, these are my favorite beat-em-up games ever made, especially Streets of Rage 2. This game is absolutely phenomenal. If you want to sit down for an afternoon and beat the crap out of various street thugs and have a really good time doing it and listening to some really awesome music, this is the game you want to play. Obviously, these are cartridges for Sega Genesis. You can also get it on the Sega Ultimate Genesis collection that came out last year, I think. It's also on the Wii Virtual Console, so yeah, definitely check that out. It's a classic. Next up is a familiar series, The Legend of Zelda. And I brought 3 games for this one. My 3 favorite ones: Twilight Princess, A Link to the Past, and Link's Awakening. And these 2 Zelda games, Link to the Past and Link's Awakening, are the games that got me into the Zelda franchise. And I just had a lot of fun playing these when I was a kid. But I think Twilight Princess is going to have to be my favorite. I like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. I think they're a bit overrated. Don't get me wrong, they're great games. I just don't think they deserve as much hype as they get. Twilight Princess just blew me away. Similar to the way Super Mario Galaxy did. Like, I'd played plenty of Mario games beforehand, but that one just blew me away. Like this, I'd played plenty of Zelda games before this one, but this one just absolutely floored me. And I thought this was a very, very nice game, so that's why it's my favorite in the Zelda franchise. Next up would be Kingdom Hearts. And this was actually the very first game I got when I got a PlayStation 2. And let's see, I think I got like 4 games when I got my PS2, and this was the only one I played. The other 3 hardly got played at all. Kingdom Hearts I just played that thing endlessly. I do have and do enjoy. I have Chain of Memories for Game Boy Advance and this remake for PS2. I also have Kingdom Hearts 2. I haven't played the DS game, but I am going to be getting the PSP game, Birth by Sleep. But out of all the ones I have, the original is still probably the best for me. It was so well made. Everything about this game was just spot on. And while Kingdom Hearts 2 was very, very good, something about it just didn't match up to the same charm that the first one had. So that's why it's my favorite of the Kingdom Hearts franchise. And plus, I grew up watching Disney movies when I was a kid, and I already liked Final Fantasy, so Disney, Final Fantasy, it was a natural for me. Alright, number 9. Again, not in order, so not like this is my 9th favorite game. Let's see, where is it? I've got 4 games here. Metal Gear Solid 3. Now, I do have all 4 of the Metal Gear Solid games in the kind of mainstream series, but 3 just really stood out to me. Not to say that this was a bad game, because these 2 are very, very close in my opinion. And sometimes, I don't know, it depends on what kind of mood I'm in. Sometimes this is my favorite game, but most of the time it's going to be 3. The Cold War setting, everything about this game was so awesome. Everything about it was flawless, in my opinion. And plus, on top of that, Big Boss is, I don't care who you are, Big Boss is more of a man than Solid Snake will ever be. Big Boss is awesome. And this game is just, ugh. Plus, if you get Subsistence, you get the bonus disc with the original 2 Metal Gear games for the MSX. And right now, in the US, this is the only way to play them, because regardless of what you might have heard, the Metal Gear for NES isn't the original. It's a very watered down version of the original Metal Gear. And finally, I think this probably is my number 1 favorite game, which is why I saved it for last. And that would be Sonic & Knuckles for Sega Genesis. I can't even count the hours. I know for a fact that this is the game that I have played the most in my entire life. Out of all the video games I have, I've played this one the most out of any of them. And it's just, I'm a huge Sonic the Hedgehog fan, obviously, because it's number 1, but I'm not really a fan of the newer Sonic games. I don't know many people that are. Um, in my opinion, the last good Sonic game that was made was Sonic Adventure for Dreamcast. But Sonic and Knuckles, I think, is going to be my number one. A lot of people really like Sonic 3. And of course, a lot of people like to just say, oh, connect them together, then you have the best Sonic game ever made. But really, I don't see these as one game. I see them as two separate games. And to me, I'm going to have to go with Sonic and Knuckles. I like the levels better. I like the music better. Even though the game mechanics are exactly the same because they were made at the same time, I'm just going to have to go with Sonic and Knuckles as my favorite game of all time. I also really enjoy Sonic 1 and 2, but this game is definitely my absolute favorite. I play it on almost I wouldn't say a daily basis, almost a weekly basis. I mean, probably at least once every week or two, I'll sit down and play through this, and it's just really, really holds a special place for me. So, I guess that about does it for my video game talk here. So, that just leaves it up to you guys now. Just get back to me. What are some of your favorite games? You can do a video response similar to this and list your top 10, or you can list your top 10 in the comment section. You don't even have to necessarily list 10. If you want to just list one, that's fine. If you want to list 2 or 3 or 5 or 20, hey, that's fine too. But, you know, whatever. So, just let me know, and with that, I will see you guys next time.